Hello and welcome to another episode of KeeK Cooking. I'm going to be making another fried rice today. This time it's going to be sausage fried rice. The aim of this is to measure everything to see how much calories it is, so I can try to not be fat anymore, essentially. So I've got my measuring device. Right, measure out the rice. I can't remember exactly. Well, that was stupid. I need to measure out the rice in grams, but also the amount of cups I use. So this is going to be 1 cup. One of these cups. So 108 grams. Well, 108 grams of this rice. Oh god! Ignore all that noise. 108 grams of this rice. Ugh, I hate it when they do this. Look. See that? It says one serving is 60 grams. Why not have one serving as 100 grams, you fucking idiot? Aha. On the back, they do have it as 100 grams. There we go. 100 grams is 375 calories. Well, there you go. So, if I want to eat about 2,500 calories a day or less, oh, let's see how many calories are in a sausage. One sausage has 188 calories. I'm using these fire pit ones. These fire pit sausages, 188 calories per. So if I use 2 sausages, do some quick maths, it's 376 calories in 2 sausages, 375 in 100 grams of rice. So that's 751, I think. 751 calories. I should put the maths up on the screen so you can see if I'm right. 751 is my estimation. But it's not going to be filling enough. That's the main thing. One of the main things. If it's not filling enough, then I'm going to eat more. So maybe I'll do 150 grams of rice. 175. Oh, no, 151 is what I said, isn't it? So 751 calories is what I've said so far. 751. Got to try and remember it. Okay, we've gone over slightly. But so 375 divided by 2 is 180 7 and a half or something like that, isn't it? I think it's 187 and a half. I can't remember. Anyway, that's just my guess at least. Well, think about it too hard. 187 and a half. Let's just say 187 to make it easy. Plus 751 is 800, 936. 836. We'll say that. So in this so far, 2 sausages, 836 calories. Oh god, I walked into something. 836 calories. So let's say we make it around about 1,000 calorie meal. I've got other things I can add to it too. So I've got mixed vegetables. So I've got mixed vegetables here, which is only 46 calories. Come on, camera. 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 Which is whatever. You can't see it. There's only 46 calories per 80 grams. So I could probably have 80 grams of this. That'll take me up to, I can't remember what I said it was at now. Was that like 837 or something? But 400, so 46 calories. That'll take me to like nearly 900. And then we can do some sweet corn swell, some frozen sweet corn, which will do another 80 grams, which will take me about to like 950 or something, because these have got 60 grams per 80 as well. So, maybe I'll do like 100 grams of mixed vegetables, 100 grams of sweet corn, something like that, which will then take me to about 1,000 calories exactly. Of course, that does assume that I don't use any oil in the frying process. So, obviously, we'll have to measure out the amount of oil we use, because oil contains a lot of calories for very little. 1 teaspoon or 1 tablespoon is 126 calories. Yeah. All of sunflower oil, fucking calorie dense as a motherfucker. I also might just add onion too, because onion's not very much calories. But I won't have. I'll try not to use a lot of oil. Anyway, I'm starting this now a couple hours. So I'm starting this at 10 o'clock, and I'm gonna have lunch about 12. So the whole point is to cook the rice now. We can actually try and get it down to exactly 150. Cook the rice up now, so then it can sit and like cool down a bit before I then fry it. So last time I fried it straight when it was done, which doesn't make for the best consistency. So I'm gonna wash this, stick it on, and then I'll see you in about 2 hours' time to actually fry it all up and cook the sausages and the whole rest of it. So, ooh, I've just had a deviously good idea. I've only just I've only just washed the rice and put it on to cook. But as I was doing it, I was thinking about frying, and I remembered that sausages contain fat, and when you cook the sausages, fat comes out of the sausages, and that fat is what I can use to fry the rest of the stuff in. Because I'm hoping, well, I'm assuming that the calories it says on here includes all of the fat that's in the sausages after it's been cooked. It doesn't actually say. It doesn't say like, oh, if you cook it, then all the fat drains out and it's now less. It doesn't say that. And it doesn't even say. It says when grilled according to instructions. So like, does that mean they've included all the fat loss? Does it mean they haven't included the fat loss? It's difficult to tell. But I'm just going to assume that the calories in it includes the fat in the sausages after cooking, and then I'll use that to fry the onions and the rice and everything else up with, so I don't have to use any sunflower oil. Fish seed oil apparently not too good for you. Don't know how true it is, so it's best just to avoid it anyway, right? This is now starting to heat up. I can hear it sizzling. I'll put everything away and measure everything out, and then I'll see you in 2 hours' time. Well, I'll do the measuring and shit like on camera probably in 2 hours' time. Anyway, that's enough rambling. My balls are smelly. Big heels are gelly. Blah 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 blah. Okay. Righty. So the rice is cooked. It is about 2 hours later, nearly exactly. The rice is cooked. It's quite cool now. It's a little bit warm to the touch, but that's basically done. Got an onion. So let's cut the ends off like this. I know it's a bit shit, as you can see. That's why I have to. I mean, it's sharp, but for some reason it does struggle to get through just the skin part. But I'm going to peel it all first and then weigh it. So I just googled. There's 40 calories and 100 grams of onion. So I mean, it's going to be less than 100 grams. I'm pretty sure here. And 40 calories isn't really a lot. Like one rice cracker, one rice cake. All right. Okay, so there is, yes, like not a lot there at all. 57 grams of onion. So we get the calculator. It looks like I was way off as well for my calculations, like way off before. Don't know what I was doing. 57 times, no, sorry, what am I doing? 0.57 times 40. So up to 961 calories so far. That's the rice, 2 sausages, onion. That's what we're at so far. So I say the next thing to do is fry up the fry up the sausages to release all their juicy fat. Oh, actually, the next thing to do, I guess, would actually be to cut up the sausages. So let's cut them up a bit. I'm not sure exactly how I want to do it. I don't know if I want to just do sliced sausages or if I want to do like mince the sausages or I don't know. Let's just slice them. Doesn't really matter too much. I know I'm cutting raw meat on the chopping board now. Now I've chop onions on too, but I mean the onions and the sausages are gonna all get cooked in the same pan anyway. So I mean any bacteria that gets onto the onions doesn't really matter at this point because I'm not gonna be eating the onions raw. And I won't be using the chopping board for anything else. I'll wash it up after this as well. So again, do I want to do sliced onions or do I want to do diced onions? This is the question. I'm for the laziness factor and to add a bit of texture, I'm just going to do sliced. Turn over the onion, 45 degrees or 90 degrees, like that. It's quite hard to chop this and not get in the way of the camera. There we go. That's the onions chopped, the sausages chopped. So I'll get the sausages in now. Here. I kind of want more sausage, to be honest, though. I do kind of want more sausage. That's like all the sausage I have right now. But another sausage would be another 188 calories, which is a lot of calories. So it's just like, can I make do? Can I live with just having 2 sausages? Ah, fuck it, yeah. Okay. Okay, let's let them start cooking up, and I'll wash my hands. I've got sausage all over them. Sausage. Wunderbar. Let's think. Preparation. What to prepare. Got a spatula. It's not the normal kind of spatula I like to use. So they're both in the wash. The normal ones. This one's quite big. I mean, I can break the sausages up a bit more too. Like, it doesn't really matter. But if I squash them down at least, then they'll get more surface area and be even, like, more mild reaction. Doesn't matter too much. It's all going to get broken up anyway when I put in the rice and shit and stir it all about. See, I would have rather used a spatula that didn't have those holes in it. Well, in other news, I've been watching The Last of Us Season 2 with my girlfriend, my fiance even. And, there's some things in it I don't like so far. We're only up to like episode 5 or 4. There's some things in it I don't like, some of the quote unquote woke stuff or whatever. But it's not that bad so far. And there's a few dumb decisions that characters make, which again, it's just like, why? Just stupid. And obviously, the way they killed off Joel is, again, just, it's stupid. It's really dumb. Like, I don't care that they killed him. It's more how they killed him and like how he didn't try to defend himself at all. Abby was just like, "Oh, you killed everyone," and he didn't say, "Oh, like, yeah, I did it for this reason." And then Abby was also like, "Oh, he was unarmed." It's like, well, no, the doctor had a scalpel, and he was walking towards Joel too, trying to stop him from taking Ellie. So shooting him was the right thing to do. Not to mention that they're like, "Oh, he was the only one that can make a cure." It's like, well, you don't even know if it was going to be successful, first of all. Well, first of all, they didn't even like do a lot of testing on Ellie. They didn't like do loads of blood drawing, tons of testing. They didn't take her vitals and tons of testing, more testing. They didn't like just do a couple biopsies of certain things and do even more testing. They went straight to this. Oh, we'll kill her, which is just stupid. Because well, if you don't get enough blood or whatever in that amount of time that you have her for, then you're fucked, aren't you? It's better take months, do loads of extraneous testing, than just rush into it. So I do think that it was a bit retarded and rushed, and Joel kind of did the right thing. 100%. Especially because the Fireflies are a terrorist organization. Even if they made the vaccine, there's no telling that they could actually, create or cure whatever they make, a vaccine probably. There's no way of saying that they can actually manufacture enough. You need syringes, you need transportation. They could barely even get all the way from I can't remember where they started off at to their headquarters. They could barely even do that without like most of them dying. And then even if they were able to do that, it's not like they would be giving it out like candy or anything, because they hate Fedra, so Fedra would be fucked. They wouldn't give anything to them, or if they did, they would probably come at a heavy price. And Fireflies would probably end up killing them all anyway. So there's that. And any other factions that the Fireflies don't like. So I'm sure that it wouldn't always be love, peace, and rainbows. They would just withhold it from everyone else and just do it for themselves. Or they would like be like, "Oh, well, you've got to give us all the stuff, like big payments and things." So, which is fair. I mean, they put all this effort to make a cure, so they want payments and things. But I'm just saying, like, it's not like ponies and rainbows will just happen because of a cure. Plus, a lot of the time, like, yeah, it will save a lot of people, but it's not gonna fix the world either. They're still gonna be affected, and they can still rip you to shreds. Like, yeah, it sucks. A single bite means you're done. Plus, the bites in the show, right? Like when Ellie gets bit and stuff, the bites are like these little, tiny little bites that they have on their arm. It's like, no, like whole chunk should be missing. Like the entire chunk of your arm should be gone, because they should bite on it and then rip it out. They don't just do a like nice little nibble, nice little neat bite. That's a bit silly. I know, like they do it a lot of times for Ellie at least, so she can easily hide it up afterwards. It's just whatever. Anyway, again, so far there's things I like. Like I did like oh god, I'm trying to think now. My brain's not working though. Oh, the Siege of Jackson was okay. Um, I mean, one thing is, why haven't they built a moat? just a big moat around the entire thing. You know, in the summer when the ground's nice and soft, they could easily dig a big moat, a big just ditch. They don't even need to fill it with anything. Just make a big ditch with a bunch of spikes in it. How are the infected going to get over that? Or quickly, at least, you know. They could obviously pile into it and eventually make a bridge across it, but that's going to be quite a lot, especially if you make it very wide and very deep too. You know, you're talking probably hundreds of infected that are going to fall in there. That means that big guy couldn't just charge straight in either. And and then have stakes as well. Like have stakes all the way around the wall, so they can't just run up to the wall. They run into stakes. Like I don't know, there's a few things they could do that they would have definitely thought of. The flamethrowers are also kind of useless. I mean, that was a bit silly. How they just kind of stood there in the middle of the street with flamethrowers. Like it takes that long to do it, and they weren't proper flamethrowers either. They're more like propane torches because proper flamethrowers actually shoot out the liquid and then set stuff afire. But anyway, it doesn't matter. I'm just rambling as I'm cooking now. Right, onions. I might just go for something kind of plain. I mean, do I want some vegetables in it? I don't know. Maybe just a bit sweet corn. Maybe. Yeah, it's just sweet corn. Sweet corn, sausage, and onion rice. That sounds pretty good to me. Maybe I have to do an actual video on The Last of Us. Like, so I have to collect my thoughts and actually write some stuff down. So there are some things I like in it. I just can't remember what it was now. It was some like world building. Well, I like how the Seraphites are kind of, you know, how they act. But I think we need a bit more on them. There hasn't been a lot really. But also, like, we need a reason for like why I still in Seattle. Like, why are they fighting the wolves? Like, just leave. Right. Let's just do 80 grams of this. Okay, there you go. 80 grams exactly. I need a little clip. I can. Oh, need a little clip. Like this. There you go. Stop that from all spilling out in the freezer. Oh, that's a big dog that walked past. Okay. Oh, pardon you. Jesus. I'm really struggling to think. I mean, one thing I don't like is how Ellie and Dina, like when they're in Seattle, they're walking around in just in the open street, you know, down the middle of an open street. And it's like, okay, I get that there's not a lot of people. And they, at that point, think that there's not a lot of wolves in Seattle, which is a bold assumption, really. They have no information whatsoever. Right. And they're walking down just the middle of an open street. It's like, at any point, someone could be in any window anywhere in a skyscraper like 500 meters away or just in a building next to you and you have no idea. And they could easily just kill both of you very quickly. Obviously, it wouldn't happen because plot armor, blah, blah, blah. But still, it's just not a good tactical decision. Like, there's no, well, because they're just on horseback, just riding through, which is quicker, but the probably more safer, slower approach. We'd have to go building the building. I'm not saying clear out the entire building, but don't just walk down the middle of the street. Anyway, let's get the rice in there now. Oh, look at that, it's plooped out. Never normally that clean. Maybe it's because I let it sit there. Normally you have to scrape it all out. Ah, big rice cake. Bloody hell. Rip that apart. You could just. Mm, lovely. I do like this balsamic rice because it has a bit of nutty flavour to it. Try not to make a mess, but you need to push it all down. Squash the rice to break it all up a bit. Like that. And then you can mix it a bit. See that? Look at that. Look how the rice is all just kind of falling into individual grains as well. That means it's been cooked correctly in how I understand it. Because it's not sticky. It's not all like starchy, so it's not all stuck together. It's quite each individual grain crumbles apart when you apply a bit of force to it. That's how you want it, I think. Anyway, I don't know. Let's turn up the heat now, because you're meant to have high heat when you fry rice. I mean, you can't do proper fried rice on a home cooker anyway. Apparently, it doesn't. I don't care though, because it still tastes good. Like whatever. There's a lot. That's just a lot of things like that. Where they're like, oh, you can't actually do it properly because you haven't. Because you haven't got this one specific thing. It's like, well, maybe. Still tastes really good though. About the same, if not better. Than your Unga Bunga traditional method. Again, about tradition. Like, I care about my tradition. I don't care so much about other people's traditions because it's not my tradition. If it's a good, cool tradition, sure, like, why not? But I'm not going to just respect someone's tradition because it's their tradition. That makes no sense. What if your tradition is to fucking do heinous crimes to little girls and women, like, aka a certain group of people who are flooding into the country. Anyway, why would I respect that kind of thing? What I've just added now is MSG and garlic powder. So I do like the garlic. The MSG just adds that umami-ness to it. There we go. Then where's my soy sauce? Soy sauce. I reached the time limit as I was recording and didn't realise, but I went on a big tangent about those ram shit. You know what I was talking about. Anyway, let's just dish this up and taste it. So, this, which is 150 grams of rice, 2 sausages, 80 grams of sweet corn, and 40 some or 57 grams of onion, right, comes to a whopping, not very much whopping, 1,016 calories, which is a lot. It's a lot of food here for not that much calorie. Is what I'm trying to say. Actually, quite good. So I'm gonna eat this up. Let's do a little bit of a taste. Got a bit of sausage in there. Very hot. Mm. Great. It tastes like a fried rice with just sausage added to it. Anyway, I'm gonna eat this up. I'll see you guys next time.